In addition to calculating the trig ratios, okay, so these are the things that you probably should have done in your geometry classes, okay, except you haven't done it with the reciprocal ratios yet. But that is, if you are asked to find all 6 trig ratios of a given triangle, okay, you need to know a couple things. First, you're going to use the SOHCAHTOA to get your ratio, and then you have to make sure you choose the correct angle. So if we're looking for the sine of x in this triangle, the sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So with respect to x, we have an opposite leg of 120 over the hypotenuse of 130. Okay, and so when you answer, again, it says it needs to be in its reduced fraction form, so the factors of 10 are canceled, and you get 12 over 13. Once you find the sine, the easiest one to find next would be its reciprocal function. So what's the reciprocal of sine? Starts with a different letter, the cosecant. Okay, and so just flip that. 12 over 13 is the cosecant. Okay, when I find my cosine ratio is adjacent over hypotenuse. So with respect to x, I have adjacent 50 over hypotenuse 13. So 130. The factors of 10 cancel, so I get 5 over 13. And then I can find my reciprocal of cosine, which is secant, 13 over 5. And then finally, my tangent ratio with respect to x is opposite 120 over adjacent 50 using TOA. Cancel my factors of 10. So I get 12 over 5, and my cotangent would be 5 over 12. Okay? So you need to be able to find those ratios. I want you to try that here with this problem to the right. Just really quickly see if you can identify those 6 trig ratios of the triangle provided. So on these types of problems, if you know you're reducing your fraction, you might as well try to just reduce all the sides before you start calculating. So 24, 32, and 40 all have a common factor of 8. This is 8 times 5, 8 times 4, 8 times 3. And so what you can do is you can reduce what you have. And so when you're setting up the sine of r, make sure you find the correct point with respect to angle r. Sine is opposite, which is 3 over hypotenuse 5. You can find the reciprocal. Cosecant would be 5 over 3. Cosine is adjacent, 4 over hypotenuse 5, which means the secant would be its reciprocal, 5 over 4. And then finally, tangent is opposite 3 over adjacent 4. Therefore, cotangent is going to be the reciprocal, 4 over 3. Okay, so